Come on and welcome to the second video of the equation of a straight line. I'm going to stick to the same points that we've used in the previous video, and also the video we done earlier on with the gradient between these 2 points. So we should by now be very familiar with the gradient of a straight line, which measures the steepness. Okay, so no gradient, a positive gradient, a negative gradient. Okay, looking at these points, 17 minus 9 giving us 8, 7 minus 5 giving us 2. Again, stressing that if we are simplifying this fraction like we would have done further down in our school, we couldn't leave this in this form, 4 dividing by 1. We'll have to simplify that fully. Okay, in the previous video we looked at the general equation of a straight line, which took the form y equals mx plus c. This one, right, we're going to look at this equation. Okay, so y minus b equals m times x minus c. Okay, so we would have this structure, point gradient equation. We would choose, if we had 2 points, calculate the gradient and write down this formula. Okay, now you'll have questions about why we're using that. I will show you that at the end. Okay, I'm going to show you that this is exactly the same as doing the previous video. Okay, so this time we have our x and our y axis. Okay, we have a and b, we've got the difference here and here. Now the left hand side is still equal to the right hand side. Okay, now a and b are now these coordinate points. Okay, this is a point. We choose a point which lies on the line. Okay, we're going to choose a, b, which lies on the line. These 2 coordinate points lie on this equation of a straight line. Okay, so we don't touch the x and the y, that's the axis. Okay, so y minus 9 equals the gradient remains at 4, x minus 5. Okay, and then we are going to change the subject of the formula here, right? We're going to solve the equation and then we'll change the subject round. Okay, we'll show you that it's the same. Y minus 9, expanding this, we'll get 4 groups of x minus 5, 4 groups of x, 4 groups of negative 5, 4 5s are 20, so 4 negative 5s are negative 20. Okay, and solving this equation, add 9. Okay, so y is equal to 4x minus 20, add 9, minus 20, up 9, minus 11. Okay, so this is exactly the same as the previous equation, right? This represents the equation of the straight line which passes through these 2 coordinate points. Okay, pause the video a second, just have a wee look at that. Okay, so now what I'd like to share with you, when we are writing an equation of a straight line, right, we want to write our equations equal to 0. Right, so we'll change the side and we'll invert these operations. Y positive 4x minus 4x minus 11, negative 11, positive 11. Okay, now you know I'm a stickler for this, writing our equations equal to 0. We'll talk about that in another video when we're looking at quadratics and factorising. Okay, so again, this represents the equation of this straight line. You need to be familiar with the different variations of how a straight line could look. Okay, so pause the video and have a wee look at that. Now, I want to talk to you about this y minus b equals m times x minus a. This here comes from like a generalisation, right? We've got a coordinate point, A, B, which lies on the line. We've got another coordinate point, and because we can't choose A and B again, because A is A and B is B, let's just choose X and Y. Okay, now, if we were looking at the gradient between these 2 points, you would be really familiar with the difference in the Y, the difference in the X. So let's have a wee go at that. So we can label this one x1 and y1, x2 and y2, just taking it from left to right. And then we've got y2 minus y1, so y2 minus y1 dividing by x2 minus x1. Okay, now you'll see that this here has all the information that we have here, right? Now, if we were to multiply through by our x minus a, okay, then we would have m multiplying x minus a equals y minus b, right? And again, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, so the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. Alright, so that's where this comes from. I know you'll have questions about that. Right, so this is very much an added wee extra. For the mathematicians that like to know where things come from and like to prove things, this would be a sort of general proof from first principles. Okay, but what we're looking at here is the equation of a straight line, point gradient equation. 2 points, gradient, y minus b equals m multiplying x minus a. Okay guys, thanks for watching.